Hi Aries, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2020 reading. I'm anticipating my schedule getting very busy. So instead of doing two separate videos, a general reading and a love reading, I'm going to be doing a combined video. So in this video, we're going to cover general, do a general reading, we're going to do a love reading, and we're also going to do a career reading. So we're going to do this video the way that I did the last sets of videos for December is I'm going to share what I'm getting for you intuitively, and then we're going to pull some different tarot cards. I'm going to show you the cards and we're going to walk through those. So what I'm feeling for you right now, Aries, is I feel like for your general reading, I feel like the beginning of the year, January, is going to start off a little bit rough. I feel like in your mind there is some sense of confusion and some sense of maybe not knowing what the next step should be or not knowing how to take care of something or do something. There's something in the mental realm that is causing you some kind of confusion. It might also be that there's some kind of mental fog that you feel like you are in, and you just feel like if I could just think past that fog, if I could just see through it, if I could just see a little more than what I can see right now, I could think my way out of this confusion. I could figure this out. I wouldn't have to be in this mental jumble. So there's something going on in your mind that is not allowing you to see clearly or to think clearly, and I feel like you're really feeling it. And I think that this is only going to last maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. I feel like by the end of January, you're going to have a lot of mental clarity. You're going to see things so clear, crystal clear, so clear that you'll be like, how did I not see this before? Why was I so confused before? So I think that if you are dealing with some kind of mental confusion or some kind of mental fog, just understand that it's just a thing and it's going to be gone by the end of the month, and you're going to be seeing things very clearly. You're going to be feeling a lot better at the end of this month. So that's good. And I feel like as the year continues to go on, you're going to have a lot of clarity. So this fog seems to just be for the 1 or 2 weeks of January, and then I feel like at least for several months going forward, you're going to have like crystal clear clarity. So it's going to be difficult now, but it's worth it because just this 1 or 2 weeks results in like many weeks, several months of clarity. So the payoff I think is worth it. So these readings, like if a general reading applies to you, that's great. If it doesn't, then the love reading may apply or the career reading may apply. So, this may target different groups of Aries. So just see what resonates for you in these videos. So for those of you who are interested in a career reading, what I'm feeling for you is I feel like you're really excited about performing in your job or your career. Whether or not you like your job, you are excited to perform in it. You want to do well and you want to be the best. And so you're looking forward to January starting because it's a brand new year. Metrics are like reset. You get to start over in some ways and you get to do better than you ever have before. It's a new beginning in your career, even if it's not a new job that you're starting. Something is new, it's fresh, it's a new year. And so you're really excited about performing very well in your job. But I feel like January is going to be a bit of a difficult month for your career. I feel like even though you're going to be really excited and you're going to be actually doing really well in your job, when you look at the other people around you and you see the metrics that they're hitting or the accomplishments that they're achieving, you don't feel like you're really measuring up. You feel like, yeah, I'm doing a good job, but I'm not doing good enough. Like when I look at everybody else, they seem to be doing better. And this is really going to be something that isn't going to get you in trouble in any sense. Like your boss may if your boss looks at what you're doing and what everybody else is doing, they're not saying like, "Oh, you're not living up, you're not working up to par, you're not you're not hitting the same mark that everybody else is, you're not doing as well." That's just not something that they're going to be thinking about. They're like, "No, you're doing well. Like you're doing well." So, this is going to be more of an internal thing where you are doing well and you know that, but you feel like you're not doing the best and you want to be doing the best, or you at least want to be at the same level as everybody else. So I feel like that's how January is going to go for those of you who are interested in a career reading. And I guess the thing that you need to know is like, I feel like this is going to be your situation for a few months in your career where you're performing well, but you're not performing as well as you would like. You're not performing as well as maybe other people around you by whatever standards you guys are being measured on. And that's going to last for a few months. And I want you to know that that's okay because I feel like the answer to you performing extraordinarily well, like performing like like it being your performance being amazing and you just like nailing it and just like crushing it and just being on top of it and just being this pro, I feel like it's just one little thing that you need to learn or that you aren't doing. It's just one little thing, and that would basically get you performing like the best or one of the best in your area. And that one little thing is right there in front of your face, but you just can't see it for some reason. And I think that it will slowly start to dawn on you what that is as the months go by. But it's going to take a little while for you to figure out what that little switch, if you just flipped it, everything would be perfect. Everything would be amazing. You'd be on top of your game. So it's going to take a little while for you to figure that out, and that's okay because once you figure it out, it's going to be really easy for you. Things are going to go really, really well for you. You're going to be on top of your game. So like it's gonna happen for you. Just let whatever you need to realize come to you when it needs to come to you, and that's just not right now. So don't get yourself down if you're not performing at the level you want to, because you will. It's just gonna take a few months for you to figure out what that switch is. And for some people that's just how it is. Like it takes a little longer for you to ramp up and to really understand what it takes to win. But once you figure that out, you knock everybody else out of the park. Whereas other people may figure that out early on and do really well, but they'll never be able to achieve the level of success that you can just because it took you longer. You had to figure out so much more. You had to understand things at a deeper level to be able to really get it. So even though everybody else is gonna be performing well, once you get it, you're gonna blow them all out of the water. With regards to love, what I feel is for those of you who are not currently in a relationship, I feel like pretty much things are kind of status quo for now at least. And if you are going to be entering into a relationship, I feel like it will be maybe towards the end of this month, like middle of the month, towards the end of this month. For those of you who are currently in a relationship, I guess you could say that things seem a little bit status quo, or maybe they look like they are stagnant on the surface, but you know that things aren't actually stagnant, and that's because energetically you feel like things are moving forward. Like things may look the same on the surface just because of the holidays. Not a lot has been able to actually maybe happen towards the end of the year in the physical realm of like things that you're actually doing and things that you're talking about and plans that you're actually making with your partner, but energetically you feel like things are moving forward, things are about to happen, things are about to progress. And for some of you, you may actually feel that, you may feel that, and you may actually be the one who's planning to move things forward. Maybe you're interested in moving in with your partner, and so you're going to bring that up. Maybe you are interested in upgrading your relationship status, or something is going to move forward. Maybe you're interested in going on a trip together and that's like a big deal for your relationship. That's like a next step for you. So I feel like there's something that you have in your mind that you want and that you're going to express to your partner to take the two of you forward, and you feel really, really good about it. So while things may seem like they are the same on the surface as they have been for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, you feel like things are about to change, and you're going to make some things actually change, and I feel like things are really progressing for you as well energetically. All right, Aries, so I pulled 3 tarot cards from the Rider-Waite tarot deck for your general reading. I pulled 3 cards from the Good Tarot for your love reading, and I pulled 3 cards from the Witches Tarot for your career reading. So what I got for the general reading, I got these 3 cards. Hold on one second. Having a hard time picking them up. And I dropped one. All right. So the first card that I got for you is the Magician, followed by the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. All right. So what this is telling me is I feel like with the Magician, you are able to bring in a lot of really good things into your life. You are able to use your manifestation powers. You're able to put action into your work and get some results. But they're not entirely the results that you want. You're able to get a lot of good things, but there's a lot of other things that you're really trying to manifest or really trying to create for yourself or create for your life that you're really just not able to create. And it's a little bit frustrating because it's like, okay, some things are working and that's great, but why aren't these other things working? Like, I thought I had this figured out. I thought I had a system that really worked. I thought I knew how to get results. Like, I thought I knew how to win. And for some reason, it's not working for some things, even though it's working for other things. And so that's giving you a lot of confusion and some stress because you have lost control in some way. You're you put in the effort and that should result in certain results. And it does sometimes, but then it doesn't other times. And that's just really that's stressful because it's like, why? Why is this happening? And that's where the Queen of Wands comes in, where you're like, why? You're confused. You're like, okay, it's just this mental confusion that we were talking about before, and it may lead to a little bit of this internal battle within you of this sense of this loss of control that you have, where it's like, well, it should work but it doesn't work, and this back and forth that's going on in your mind, and it's making you feel pretty frazzled. And I think that it's leading, or it's causing some fears within you that maybe you will lose it all. Maybe you'll lose everything that you have. Maybe you'll never be able to create or manifest the kinds of results that you want for your life. Maybe whatever system that you used to have that used to work no longer works. Maybe it never worked and you just got lucky. Like, you feel this loss of being able to create the life that you want. And so there's some fears around that. For the love portion of your reading, Aries, we got the Three of Fire, the Five of Air, and the Empress. So what I'm feeling for you is I feel like your relationship has been in a really nice place. You've had a really good time. You've enjoyed your time with this person. It's been nice. It's been full of love, and it's been beautiful. And I feel like now you've reached this point where you're like, yeah, this is going really well. This is really nice, but I think I want more. I want more in my relationship. I want things to progress. I want things to move forward. I want us to go to the next level. And I think a part of you also wants the other person to maybe be the one that made the move to take things to the next level. Like, a part of you wonders why it had to be you, or it has to be you, or why the two of you haven't moved forward yet. Like, maybe they could have moved things forward. So I feel like, we talked a little bit about how on the physical realm things seem stagnant, or things seem like the status quo. And I think that maybe you do feel a sense of stagnation of, things could move forward, but why haven't they made the move? Like, you would have liked, sorry, someone was at the door. Like, things could have moved forward, but the other person didn't make the move, so you have to make the move if you want to get what you want. So I feel like there's a little bit of frustration with, you want to move things forward, things have been going really well, but you kind of wish that the other person had made that move. But you also feel like, you know what, what's the end result that I actually want here? Like, do I want them to make the move, or do I actually want to move forward in my relationship? Like, what is the actual end result that I want? And the actual end result that you want is that you would like to uplevel your relationship, and it would be nice if they were the ones that made that move, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if the two of you actually move forward and progress in your relationship and actually get that next level. So you're really focusing on the end result here, and you're ready to do whatever it takes to make this next level happen. So there's a little bit of frustration there, but overall you're feeling fine and you want to make the move. And I feel like with the Empress cards, you are going to make the move. You're going to put forward an offer, you're going to put forward some kind of proposal, you're going to put forward some kind of plan or suggestion on where you want things to go or what you want that next level to be. And I feel like you have a little bit of uncertainty because, you know what, you're not actually sure what the answer is going to be. Are they going to say yes? Are they going to say no? Are they going to say they need more time? Are they going to say they're not sure yet? You don't actually know what the answer is going to be. You have hopes, obviously, that it's going to be the answer that you want, but you do have some uncertainty about how this is going to go for you. So I feel like you are going to put forward that plan, but there's a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of vulnerability that you're feeling there, a little bit of moving in with an offer, but moving in a little bit slowly, gently, trying to put in that offer in a gentle way, in a non-aggressive, non-assuming way, I guess. And so that's what you're going to be doing. And for the extended, we'll have 3 additional cards for each one of these portions of the reading. So we'll have 3 additional cards for the general reading, 3 additional cards for the love reading, and 3 additional cards for the career reading, so you can see what the outcome is for each one of these areas. So for the career portion of this reading, the cards that we got for that are the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So what I'm feeling for you here is I feel like with the Seven of Swords, that's the energy that you want to really be able to embody in your career, in your work, at your job. That's the kind of energy that you feel like you're going to walk into your job with, that you feel like you're going to be able to embody and that you want to embody, but you won't really end up embodying it right here and now. And that's the energy of being the person who knows what they're doing, being the person who's really good at what they do, and they also kind of make it look easy. That's the energy that you really want to start the year off with and go through the entire year with. Like, you want to be that person who's so good at what they do that they make it look easy. But with the Six of Swords, the way that this month is actually going to go, and actually I think the way that the next few months are actually going to go for you, is you're going to have to spend this time doing some soul searching, spending some time alone, wondering why you aren't really getting the results that you want, and also having to realize that maybe you tie your identity too much to your career and to your performance, and really having to do some soul searching around that, and having to maybe shift your thinking around that, because you aren't just your career, you aren't just your results. We all have ups and downs in our lives, and sometimes, yeah, they are a little bit out of our control, like with the magician situation, but I do feel like you can have a lot of control in your life if you know how to exercise and work with energy, which I feel like you do. I feel like you know how to get results in your life, and for some reason it's been confusing for you, like in the general reading, where sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think that with your career area, it's because you tie your identity too much to your career, and you need to spend some time figuring that out. And so I feel like you're going to be doing some soul searching. You're going to have to realize that you need to let go of your career being your identity and your success being your identity, and realize who you are as a person. And I think that this realization and having to make this mental shift is going to be a bit of a journey for you. This is going to take a few months for you to be able to separate who you are from your results, who you are from your career, who you are from your profession. Once you do that, though, I feel like you're going to thrive. It's going to take a few months, but you're going to thrive, and you're going to see things from a very different viewpoint. And because you see things from a very different viewpoint, you're going to see solutions that you couldn't see before. When you see things from a different lens, you can see different solutions, because you're looking at things from a different eye than you were before. So I feel like this is going to be good for you. I know that it's going to feel a little bit disappointing, because it's like you're trying so hard. Why aren't things working the way that you want? Why aren't your results coming to you the way that you expect? Why are you doing something and it's always resulting in something a little different than what it should? And that's because this is a time for you to soul search. And I think it's going to be a little bit lonely, because you're not going to be getting the kind of attention that you want at work, because you're not going to be performing at the level that you want, and it's going to make you go internal as well and make you separate a little and really question yourself. But the journey is worth it, because I do think that this is the key for you right now. We were talking about before how maybe there's one little key that you need to figure out. It's right in front of your face. And if you just figure that out, you would get the success that you want. You would figure everything out. I feel like you being on this journey is the key, or at least a large part of the key of you separating from the, I'm getting the word desperation. I don't know that is necessarily the right word, but there's a desperation for you to have to get these certain results or have to be the best. And you need to separate yourself from that, because once you stop caring so much, things become easier. You see things so much more clearly, and you're able to get the results that you want. Whereas when you're really into it, you're really focused on it, you really want it, and you get kind of clouded by needing something, and you're not able to see things from a bigger picture perspective and really find the best approach to things, and not overly wind yourself up or wind up your energy, and then end up like causing energetic resistance that prevents you from manifesting what you want. So that is what I'm feeling for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in the extended reading, we're going to look at 3 additional cards for each one of these sections. We will, of course, pull additional cards to clarify as needed in the extended video. So if you're interested in that, I will see you in that video. It's at the link at the end of this video, which is www.patreon.com/Trishna. You can access the link in the description box as well. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful January. Welcome to the new year. And yeah, thank you so much, Aries. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. And I will see you in my next video.